Hi guys, so sorry the last one cut out and I've had to do this in two parts. As you know, 43 minutes is the limit and it cuts out. So I did do a few more after without realising, but we'll start from there anyway. We were on Sienna, so if I can find Sienna, let me have a look. Mars Orange, oh good thing. Right, Sienna we were on, which I've already done here, and I hope you can see that it's a very nice, let me put my light on, might help. It's a very nice sort of orangey brown. This is another good one which I would use for skin tones. I'll just sort of make that a bit darker for you so you can see that. Very nice colour, that one. The next one we've got is Venetian Red. This is a browny colour with a sort of hint of red to it. Very nice colour. Another one which I would use for skin tones. Different colour skin tones, that would be great for a dark skin tone, as well as shadows and things in a white skin tone or around the edges of a white skin tone. So that's another great one. That's in Lightfast 1. I think most of these are Lightfast 1. And the next one is Ruby Earth. If I make these darker, then you'll be able to see. Ruby Earth, that's a very nice one. It's sort of a, how can I explain it? Sort of a burgundy brown. With sort of burgundy in it, but that's a really nice colour as well. So yeah, another one, great one which I would use for skin tones. Very sort of reddy brown, very nice colour, and that's Ruby Earth. And the next one we have is Sepia Red. Now this is a sepia sort of colour, but it's a sort of browny, sort of, I don't think it's got much grey in it. It's like an old photograph that's in sort of brown and white as opposed to black and white. That's the only sort of way I could describe it, because it is called sepia. So yeah, that I would also use for skin tones. That's another great one. See, these are really great pencils. I mean, I did that whole picture I showed you between the light and dark, and I didn't have to sharpen the pencil once. But having said that, they're not so hard that you can't, you know, colour with them. As you see, and I've come in colouring really lightly, and the pigment is very vibrant. So you know, you don't have to go hard with these. If you are a hard colourist, you can do that as well, but they will take a long time to, you know, grind down before they need sharpening. So that's really good. This one is natural brown, which is a nice sort of darkish brown, normal brown earth colour really. So that one's a really nice colour. And they are quite creamy, although they're oil based, which is why I basically got them, because I do prefer oil pencils as opposed to wax. The only wax ones that I really do like are the luminants, and I do like them for skin tone. I don't like them for hair because they're so soft. They're not a lot of, you know, they're not much good with hair. But these would be great with hair. Polys are great with hair. These would be great because, you know, they really do last a long time before you need sharpening. But they're hard pencils, but they're also very creamy and easy to work with. So that one's the natural brown. The next one is the chocolate brown, or chocolate, just chocolate. And that is a really dark brown. Which you would expect, you know, exactly the colour of dark chocolate really. So, but yeah, I'm enjoying these pencils a lot. and it's great that you don't need to sharpen them much, because say most pencils you end up sharpening them quite a few times, you know, if you've done a whole picture with them. So yeah, I'm loving these, really really nice. The next one is Van Dyke Brown. That's a lighter brown, more like a milk chocolate brown. And I mean, you don't need to press hard with these at all. You know, if you want it darker, you just go over it a few more times, you know, to get the darkness out. And that's all you have to do. You don't have to press hard. You just really go lightly, and the pigment will come out. So a nice chocolate brown there. The next one is the Fossil Grey. Now this one is you could use this for a skin tone as well, actually. It's a sort of very pale beige colour, but it has got grey in it as well. But it is a very sort of pale colour. I'm trying to go over a few times just to make it a bit darker for you, so it shows up. But yeah, they are really really nice pencils, these. Well worth the money. I was sort of debating whether it was worth the money or not. So I watched several reviews of other people that had got them, and someone, I think it was Harry, described them as being very similar to polys, and polychromos are my favourite pencils, so I thought that was good. Someone else said, you know, that they were highly pigmented and very very creamy, which I also like. And like I said, that oil, and I do prefer my oil pencils. I am not so keen on wax pencils, being Arteza and Prismas and things like that. I'm not so keen on luminance. I love the luminance, but they do wear down very quickly. This one is warm grey. Now this one is more of a, it has got grey in it, but it's more of a sort of beigey colour, which, yeah, I mean, it's a really sort of medium beige colour, I would say. Depending on, you know, whether you want a full coverage colour or just, you know, a little bit of colour. But that's a sort of medium sort of, although it's called grey, it's a medium sort of colour. Right, then we have Moonstone, which I was up here, and this one, I will go over these again just to make them a bit darker for you, even though I've already done these ones. This is also like a sort of beige grey, an unusual colour. So this set does have a lot of quite sort of unusual colours that you don't see in other sets. Like I said, it's missing pink, which I miss because I love pink. But I mean these colours are great. I mean, like I said, colours that you haven't seen in others. And that's what I like about different sets. I mean, people who don't understand pencils, and you know, pencil people like me, they don't understand why do you need so many sets of pencils, and they don't understand that they all work differently in different books. They all lay down differently. You get different colours in different sets that you don't have in other sets. Like these ones have got quite a few greys, lots of browns, but they've got a lot of sort of beige greys and orangey browns and burgundy browns and different greens and just colours that you don't see in other sets. So, you know, that's why I like lots of sets of pencils, and I do try and buy the best, because I've tried cheap ones, and I don't want to be a pencil snob, but I've tried, you know, cheap ones, and I just don't really like them, like the Arteza ones. I've never really got to grips with them, and can't say I really like them much. I haven't bought an expensive set yet that I don't like, Probably the most expensive that I've bought that I don't like is probably the Prismas. I won't say I don't like them, and I do use them occasionally because I try to use all my pencil sets. I don't like to stick to the same pencil all the time, and if I'm doing a tutorial or a colour along thing, lots of people have Prismas, so it makes it easy because that's sort of like the first expensive pencil most people get. So it just means that more people can follow along, really. So I'll use them then. This one is Granite and Lightfast 1, which most of them all seem to be. No, this one is a definite grey. A mid-grey, not a really dark grey, but a mid-grey. Yeah, nice mid-grey. Perfect. And this one is called Platinum Lightfast 1. And this is definitely a sort of silvery, pale sort of silvery platinum colour, really. It is what it says. Can't complain about that one. So that's good. There we go. So that's that one. Yeah, like I said in the other one, I mean, I don't know if you got that or whether it was after the video cut off. We are having lots of problems here with Zach. We had the police out because he tried to jump in the river. He tried to jump out of his bedroom window. He tried to hang himself with our shower hose. He is on the list now to try and get him his own place with support. But we've not heard anything about that yet. But things are sort of moving along. But life hasn't been easy. He did go Saturday to the Norwich Gay Pride March, and he came back. He went out really depressed. He didn't really want to go, but I told him to go, and he came back really, really happy. He'd met lots of new friends, you know, spoke to lots of people and had a really great day. And he's now joined some groups on Facebook. So hopefully he'll make more friends, because his friend in Chroma has blown him out again. He can't. I know Zach is really difficult to handle at times, and he couldn't handle him, and he's had enough again. So that's what made Zach suicidal and all depressed again. But that's another story. Right, back to the pencils. Cloud Grey. Right, this was the last one I actually did before I realised the video had stopped. Right, Cloud Grey is a sort of darkish grey. Just a nice sort of, I mean, if you do it really lightly, you know, it is a cloud grey. Dark, it would be like a stormy sort of colour. So that's a good one. Right, now to do one I haven't tried. Right, this one's called Mist, and that's Lightfast 1 again. Right, this is very pale. This is sort of like a foggy sort of colour. Very pale grey. But as I said before, it's great that they put these in the order. And I always keep them in my pencil case in the order. I don't put them together as colours. I mean, they are together as colours in the box, like all the greens are together, etc. But I like how they put them where if you colour in something by three, three together will go really nice together. And that's really nice that you can do that, because I can just, you know, look at this and say, right, I want to do something grey, I want a mid, a light and a dark, and you can find, you know, three that will go together really nicely, like that. Most companies seem to do that they put ones together that, you know, will go together nicely on the paper. So, but I mean, I'm pressing really lightly. You don't need to go hard at all with these. But this is a quite a light one. It is sort of misty colour, a very pale grey, but that's a nice colour as well. Right, then we've got Mars Black, and this is Lightfast one as well. Oh, this is a really black. So that's a very dark black, as you can see. So yeah, loads has been going on. Tim went away for a week to Leeds to see his family. I can never go because I have to, someone has to stay and look after the animals. Zach was obviously here with me, so Zach looks after me and the animals, and I help out as and when I can. So yeah, but I mean, and we can't really leave Zach on his own to look after the animals, because if something happens, you know, we could come back and find, you know, Zach not living anymore. So, you know, that we can't really do that at the moment. But when Zach's gone and we've got less animals and things, then hopefully next time I might be able to go. So yeah, there's been lots going on. Mars Black, that one. Let's see, Midnight Black. So these ones I've never tried at all, and you can see that they just don't wear down, which is great. You know, for the money that you pay, it's great that, you know, they will last you a long time. I thought polys lasted a long time because they're quite hard pencils, but these will last you even longer. As I say, you know, I've never been able to do a whole picture and not sharpen a pencil once. But the picture that I did in the Between Light and Dark PDFs, that was the whole picture done, and they still looked new when I put them back in the box. But, you know, didn't look like I'd hardly coloured from them at all, which was really brilliant. And this one is sort of, I'm trying to explain. This is really difficult. Really difficult to explain these different blacks. Now this black looked black when I first put it down, but now against the Midnight Black, it looks sort of a browny black. And this one looks more of a sort of bluey black, maybe. That's Midnight. Now we've got black, so let's see the difference between the black and these other two and see what difference it makes. Right, let's put a few layers on there so it's really dark, and then we'll go lighter up here. And that's what I do. I mean, I just go light, and then I do as many layers on the top as I want to get the colour that I want. If you want a deeper colour, do more layers. If you don't, then, you know, you can just, I mean, you can just keep it. I've got Drop Dead Fred today. He keeps putting my hand, shaking my hand and putting it all over the place. So please excuse Drop Dead Fred. But yeah, I mean, you just go light and then put as many layers to get the tone that you want for whatever it is that you're colouring. So yeah, that's more of a browny black, and the Mars Black. Midnight Black is more of a bluey black, and the black is more of a jet black. So that's really good because you don't get that many different blacks in other sets. Like I was saying, you know, every set has different colours, and you know, it's lovely to have different colours to use. Now this one's probably not going to show up because it's white, so that's probably not going to show up at all. So let's do a few layers and just see if you can see anything. You probably can't because I can't either. So there we go. But I'm sure on you know, if you wanted it to put down like on a face or whatever, when you can put white down on the highlighted areas, just so you know you can't colour over it. well, you can, but it won't come out dark or whatever, so that's really handy. Or on black, that would probably show up really well. Let's see if we can put a line through the blacks at all. Well, we can a bit. See, that one's more of a purpley black now. Can you see? I don't know if you can see that. But that line I've just put through, the Mars black, looks very purpley. And the Midnight one, look, I don't know if you can see that. That looks blue. That really looks blue. That is a definite blue black. Now this one is definitely a black, and that is turning grey. So that one's a purpley black. That's a bluey black. It looks brown, but it's actually the line I've put through it in the white. It comes out purple. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to clean this off now because it's got black all over it. But so it doesn't matter. It's only the white one at the end anyway. But there you go. That's the white, and that's the end. Hope you enjoyed that review of them. I enjoyed swatching them out because, as I said, I've not seen, you know, the colours really. I just picked out a few to do the picture that I did, and you know, I hadn't swatched them. I just put them straight to paper and thought, if it doesn't come out, it's a PDF image, I can always print it out again. But I didn't need to. I was quite happy with how it turned out. And I do just try and pick similar colours to what I would use in other sets for skin or hair or whatever it is I'm doing. And I was quite pleased with the result that it came out. So that's the part 2 of swatching the Derwent Lightfast 72 set. And there we go. I have got some other early birthday presents, which are what Zach bought me. He bought me some more luminance pencils. I've got about 18 more to complete my set. So we'll have to see what else I get, and I will show you them very soon. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. Hope it was helpful. Any questions, just put them down below, and I'll reply to you. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, guys. Bye.